What's up, everyone? This is episode 2 of my sports podcast, Contested. I am your host, Ethan Cope. I am here once again with Max on the right and Alex on the left. And today we are going to be talking about the first week of the NBA season. So, finally, after a very long wait, the season has finally started. So, opening night, we were treated to 2 really good games, with the first game being the Pelicans at Raptors. I just want to get your thoughts on that game. Max,
well, it's hard to say. Obviously, the Raptors won, but it's hard to say without Zion on the floor what the Pelicans could have done. I will say this: Pascal Siakam looks excellent this season. He started off the season with a great night at home, and yeah, he's like I said, he's ready to make another big leap forward.
What about you, Alex?
Yeah, I mean, it was a good game, but I was pretty bummed out, like really bummed out that Zion didn't get a chance to play. I mean, I was kind of waiting, as much as I am, like, I was into the Lakers Clippers game. I mean, I was extremely excited to see Zion, and for him not to play was, I thought, a big blow to, like, just the whole NBA opening night anticipation. But other than that, it was a good game. Siakam and VanVleet showed up. Without Kawhi and Danny Green there, they came in, put in the work, and it was a long game, went to overtime, but it was cool.
Yeah, honestly, I think if Zion's there, the Pelicans win that game.
I just don't know if they win just because, like, ring night, Raptors are there, but I do think there would definitely be.
But without Zion, they forced the Raptors into overtime. I
just
think
but
maybe.
You can't factor it in like that. You don't know how Zion was, how efficient or inefficient he could have been.
You're right. So. It was a good win for the Raptors, especially on opening night, like Alex said, for the ring ceremony. And then the second game was between your two teams. The Lakers technically were at the Clippers, even though they play in the same, play on the same court. And the Clippers came out on top 112-102. Alex, thoughts on the game? There's not really much to complain about.
No, not much to complain about. I mean, I'm not going to say I expected this, but I mean, obviously we saw that the Clippers bench, there's a huge gap between the Clippers bench and the Lakers bench.
Trez is just getting better and better. Montrezl Harrell is so good.
Trez is getting better. Him and Lou Will, Harkless and JaMychal Green.
Lou Will's always been good, though.
Yeah, the bench, the Clippers bench outscored the Lakers bench 60-19. And I thought that in the beginning, the Lakers size was showing, and I was like, oh shit.
Yeah.
Like it was 13-2.
Did they start JaVale?
They did. They started JaVale and Anthony Davis. And like later in the game, one thing that I thought the Lakers had was size, and it didn't feel as overwhelming as I thought it did. I thought Trez, Patrick Patterson, JaMychal Green, they did the best they could on Anthony Davis. I mean, he still got to the free throw line a lot, but I mean,
he's been getting to the free throw line a lot, especially yesterday, which we will get into later.
Yeah.
But what about you, Max? Probably tough to watch that game.
Also, I want to say LeBron. LeBron didn't want any of Kawhi smoke after Kawhi hit those 7 jumpers in a row. Well, LeBron went missing.
LeBron did have that nice turnaround.
Yeah, that's why when he hit that in the beginning of the game, I was like, okay, this is about to be good. But then Kawhi went on his run, and it was just kind of...
Yeah, Kawhi was definitely the best player on the court that night, in my opinion. I don't really think anyone can argue it.
That game for me was so disheartening.
Especially because the Clippers, they don't have Paul George yet, and they beat you guys.
Yeah, well, I mean...
That was a home game for the Lakers.
Over the last week, I've had a lot of time to think about it, and I've come to terms with the fact that, I mean, the Clippers they're coming back with, like, mostly the same team with one huge exception, which is Paul George. The Lakers have, 9 new players, so they're still figuring a lot of things out. There were a lot of, I mean, you saw Anthony Davis was not playing like Anthony Davis. He was very nervous. Even though he did very well, he looked really nervous.
There were some points, because I was watching that game opening night, and some points AD just looked off.
Yeah, not even. I also think they try to force feed him. They were just forcing everything to him.
Yeah,
it didn't come naturally.
Got the ball for a power forward. Anthony Davis got the ball way too much.
Not even that. They just gave it to him in the post like literally, like it felt like 20 straight possessions on offense. They just came down and gave it to
Yeah,
them.
I know.
down
I
low.
was watching that when they were trying to, because wasn't it like tied after, or it was close at halftime?
It wasn't tied. I think the Clippers were up by
It
a
was the
And
bit.
third quarter when
But-
things got really like.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and then Danny Green, kind of.
Danny Green
I think
was insane that
yeah.
night. Shout out to Danny
Yeah.
Green on my fantasy team.
I was gonna shout out Danny Green for making it making the final score look a lot closer than it was. So
I'm not gonna disagree.
Yeah.
that boy went off.
That's all right. So, with that being said, which is a perfect transition to our next topic, Alex, I'm going to start with you. I want you to give the Clippers a letter grade based on their performance so far through this first week.
through the first week, I'll give them an A-, just because maybe even a B+, because they beat the Lakers on opening night. That was a good win. They went to Oracle Arena, smacked the Warriors. Warriors are in some trouble this year.
Yeah.
So
They bounced back that third game, though.
yeah, so they took care of the Warriors. Then they lost to Phoenix, and that was a trap game. They thought that they could show up and just win,
Yeah.
and I don't think the defense was
Suns aren't
awful.
looking too bad this year.
They're
2-2,
not, yeah.
But one of their losses, or no, both of
Denver
their
and
losses
Utah.
last night, they lost to Utah by 1, and they lost to Denver by
Yeah,
like 2 or 3.
They
yeah,
don't have DeAndre Ayton for three
Yeah,
of those games.
they look good.
yeah.
I
So,
mean, I don't think it's gonna last because it's the Suns and they're gonna be last in the West probably.
Oh no,
but
the
yeah,
fatigue will set in.
I just think everyone on that team looks pretty. I mean, Devin Booker is Devin Booker. Aaron Baines looks solid. Ricky Rubio looks solid.
I will give
yeah.
credit to Monty Williams
I
on
think
that.
the Suns are finally starting to like see a direction that they can go.
Yeah, at least they're in some direction. Ownership there is still not the move, but hopefully Monty can.
Hopefully they don't trade Devin Booker. We'll get into
Yeah.
that later in the show.
And then just the last game of the week, I mean, the Clippers, they beat the Hornets again.
Yeah.
Just did what they had to do. So, yeah.
That makes sense. Max, what would you give your Lakers?
Like a B-, C+ type, somewhere.
Interesting.
Just because, I mean, I'm looking at the Lakers and, God, the number one thing they're lacking is energy. They play with no energy up until the third quarter in like almost every single one of their games. Yesterday's game against the Grizzlies was way too close for way too long until Anthony Davis had like, I don't know, he went to the free throw line. like,
27
And
times.
Memphis
He had
was
that
up,
James Harden.
Memphis started up 15-2.
Yeah.
Yeah,
exactly.
I mean, that game, I mean, yeah, Memphis kept it close for a while, but the Lakers ended up like pulling it out like they should. I didn't think that was
Yeah.
such like a big deal. I mean,
That's why I texted what you guys were complaining about the Lakers being down 15-2 to start. I was like, just relax, like they'll be fine.
I know, yeah, it's just a trap game. No
Anthony Davis
issue.
was insane last night. First Lakers since 2003 Shaq to record 40 and 20 in a game.
Shaq is a monster.
And
I mean, if you think about it, that's not surprising. Who have they had since Shaq that could even put up? I mean,
No,
Gasol can't
no,
put up
they
as
haven't
much.
had
Howard
anyone.
did, but just not on the Lakers.
Yeah, but everyone. The first round trip with the Lakers, Dwight Howard was awful.
Yeah.
Injury.
No,
I attest that to injuries. He was injured that year, and I think he got a lot of shit for it. But
Yeah.
so far he's come into the backup role
Yeah,
nicely
he's looked
for the
pretty solid
Lakers.
so far.
Yeah, so far he's been good for them. So, yeah, I just still think the Lakers are missing like one more wing.
Right.
Maybe Kuzma could be that guy. I'm not as
I
high.
think Kuzma coming back will help.
Yeah, I think it'll help, but I'm not as high on Kuzma as most people are. I do think like he'll grab like 20, like he could get you 20 a game, but what else is he gonna do?
Yeah, I don't even know if he's probably. I would say
He's not a-
like 15 to like 18 points per game.
Yeah.
That's probably what he's gonna have.
So
like-
here. This is what I wrote.
Wait,
And this is
I was just gonna say y'all need an Iguodala right now.
yes,
That's what y'all
that's
are
what I'm
missing.
getting into. The Lakers need so much more. Like their defense inside can't be like you can't score on them from the inside.
But their perimeter defense.
Their perimeter defense is horrid.
I remember you
That's-
talking about that when they played the Clippers.
Yeah, their perimeter.
No,
defense
yeah,
is
they
horrid.
just don't-
Besides Danny Green and sometimes Avery Bradley, like who else is gonna guard? I mean, it's nice that Troy Daniels is actually looking a little promising. You know, he's hitting some nice shots,
Yeah.
but he is not guarding the perimeter correctly.
Troy Daniels in the Jazz game looked really good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's been he's had little bright spots here and there, but the Lakers need Iguodala, but if they can't get him, I mean they need someone who just kind of plays all positions like Thaddeus Young or Dario Saric to just kind of.
I wouldn't say those guys are like perimeter
Yeah.
defenders, but
Well, yeah, that too, but
I mean that was a big takeaway from the Lakers Clippers game is just who's gonna guard Kawhi and PG on a game-to-game basis for them.
Yeah.
That was the biggest takeaway for me.
Yeah. I would give, because my team is the Celtics, I would give them a B+ so far. They lost their opener on a week ago against the 76ers, 107-93.
Kemba didn't have the best first game.
Yeah, Kemba was not good that first game, which honestly, it's just like whatever. It's the first game.
Yeah.
But right now they're 2-1. They beat the Raptors at home and they blew out the Knicks in New York, which I think was honestly a great win, and that definitely says something about the Celtics. Right now they're the 5 seed. I just think they look good. I mean, the 76ers game, let's be real, like going into the year, I don't think anyone thinks they're going to be as good as the 76ers. I want them to be, obviously, but
the Raptors was also a solid win.
yeah, the Raptors was a very solid win. I think the Knicks was a great win for them, and Marcus Smart said this earlier, and I've noticed them because I've been watching and paying attention to their games. They just look like their chemistry looks so much better this year. And I know it's only 3 games, but they just play like so much better. And even like everyone was worried about defense or whatever, but Enes Kanter looked pretty solid on defense against Joel Embiid. I mean, Joel Embiid did not shoot well against the Celtics.
Also, Enes Kanter's been out for like.
Yeah, he's missed He's missed the 2 games that the Celtics have won, and I think getting him back is. Enes Kanter's good. I don't know why. I feel like people hate on him a little too much, but I do think they're struggling to shoot the ball because right now they're around 40% from the field and only 68% from free throw, which is very concerning.
I was just thinking. I don't know, like in their starting lineup, I'm trying to think like who is that knockdown shooter for them.
I think it can be Kemba.
Yeah,
but I just think.
I don't think
Kemba.
I don't think you want it to be Kemba though. You know.
You want another option.
Yeah, I don't think you want to just put Kemba as like a spot up shooter. But
yeah, Jaylen Brown has been shooting well. Jaylen Brown can't. 50%.
Right,
he's only, but his 3-point and free throw are not. His 3-point is 28.6 and his free throw is 66.7. Like.
But he can't. He's supposed to be that guy, that 3-and-D guy for them.
Yeah, like Jaylen Brown looks good. I think Jason Tatum looks very good so far. His 3-point percentage is 45.5 right now. His free throw is 75, 3 out of 4. I'll definitely take that. But I found this interesting stat, and Jason Tatum from inside the arc, so all 2-point shots, is shooting 28.2%.
That was a big thing last season too.
Yeah.
He was just shooting a lot of mid-rangers. I think
he definitely needs to work on, but I think Jason Tatum really can work on that. Gordon Hayward has looked solid. He looks more.
Yeah, he looks like he's getting
more
comfortable
athletic again, like he did before his injury. He looks more aggressive, which I really like. I think those are good signs. Kemba, he's looked solid. The only problem was really like that first game, but I mean the past 2 games he's looked pretty good. He dropped 32 on the Knicks or something like that. But yeah, I think the Celtics have looked pretty solid. There's not really much complaining for me.
So
I said a B+.
Oh, B+?
Yeah, I wouldn't give them an A yet just because that first game against the 76ers, they were down by 1 going into the half, but I think the second half just really got away from them. But so for the next topic, we're still going to be talking about teams, but more around the league. I want you guys to get out your whiteboards. And I want you guys to write your one team that's exceeding your expectations and your one team that is way just underperforming. Max, I'll start with you this time.
So I put for teams exceeding expectations, I put the Timberwolves.
Okay.
And for teams missing their expectations, I put the Warriors. It's
Makes
easy
sense.
to see why I put both teams. The Timberwolves, I know it's very early on, but so far they've looked really good. They have a lot of confidence in their coach. Karl Anthony Towns is just being a beast right now. Andrew Wiggins looks like he's actually trying to.
Well, Wiggins is now only 2 years away from 4 years away of being something.
Yeah.
So
Wiggins actually.
No,
looks
Wiggins looks pretty good so far.
Yeah. They just look like they're coming together, and actually trying to play to the potential that they have.
Yeah.
The Warriors, on the other hand.
Ooh.
I mean, how much more can I say about that? They're just.
Besides their win, those first 2 games were ugly as hell.
Even their win, it was against the Pelicans, who also haven't won a game.
Yeah.
So
That-
here's the thing about the Warriors is like, Stephen Curry's gonna have to step up a lot, but it's not even offense that's bothering them; it's defense. Draymond is their main.
yeah, that's why.
defender.
Like going into the season, it was like they just have Steph, D'Angelo, and Draymond. That's it.
Yeah.
I think everyone else on their roster is like 23 or under.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure. So
And then, I know last podcast I said that the Warriors are gonna make the playoffs. I'm gonna change that, and just based off of
Really?
that's how bad they look to me. I'm gonna change that and
You
say
don't
that
think they can bounce back from that?
I mean,
it's the
I
first week.
I think they'll bounce back, but there definitely is a chance where they don't make the playoffs.
Okay, I'll say
Yeah.
there's definitely a much bigger chance than I could have imagined that the Warriors missed the playoffs.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
didn't think they would be this bad. Honestly, like, who'd they lose to the first game?
Clippers and
Okay,
Thunder.
Clippers, I can understand them losing. And then who?
Thunder.
The Thunder game was so ugly.
Oh my
Down
God.
33 at the half? What are you guys doing?
Yeah, I didn't. Down 33 was bad, but I mean, the Thunder have a better lineup if we're being real right now.
Yeah, I mean, but
You know,
Steve
I was
Kerr-
thinking about it. That game would have been so crazy if it was a year ago. If it was Russell Westbrook and Paul George versus Kevin Durant and the Warriors, and that was the final score of the game.
Oh
I don't know,
yeah,
that was just a thought that came to mind. I thought that would be so funny if that happened last year.
that was supposed to be. I remember that they were talking about the Thunder potentially being the Warriors, but that didn't work out last year.
No, that did not
Not
work
at
out.
all. Yeah.
Alex, what about you?
So my team that's exceeding expectations is the Phoenix Suns
Yep,
so far,
makes sense.
and then I'll just say the Warriors are the teams that aren't meeting expectations. We already went over that, so I'll just skip over that. But
Yeah,
for the Suns, 2-2. I don't know if this stat is true, but this might be like one of their best starts in like the past 5 years. I don't know. And so 2-2, they beat the Kings on opening night, which is the Kings are 0-4, which is surprising. I mean, they haven't looked good at all.
yeah.
They lost to the Nuggets by 1. They did beat the Clippers, and then they lost to the Jazz by 1. And this is without DeAndre Ayton, and I believe they didn't have Ricky Rubio the past 2 games either. So I
He hasn't
mean,
been there the past 2 games.
he for sure wasn't at the Clipper game. I don't know about the Jazz one, but I mean, they just look like a competent team for now. And as I mentioned earlier, I think Monty Williams deserves some credit for that.
Yeah,
At least he's put him in some type of direction. I still think they made some like bad moves in the offseason, but I mean so far to the start of the season, they've played. At least they've looked like a basketball team, you know?
the Suns were the one who traded T.J. Warren for like cash
Not-
considerations,
yeah.
right?
Yeah.
Oh man.
I still don't know about the Ricky Rubio for $50 million. I mean, I guess if you want to bring some like
it was like 3 years, right?
yeah, 3 years,
Okay.
$50 million. If you want to bring some veteran stability, I get that, but I just thought that's a lot of money for Ricky
Yeah.
Rubio.
He's
But
looked pretty solid
yeah,
so
so
far.
far it's working out for them. I mean,
He's leading their team in rebounds.
that's
Or rebounds per game. I don't know. Probably not total rebounds because he missed a game, but
yeah.
I didn't know.
Yeah.
That, actually.
leading in rebounds and assists. Devin
Yeah.
Booker's leading in scoring, obviously, but Devin Booker's good.
Like if the Suns could hit like, I mean, this is a pretty low expectations, but like if the Suns could hit like 30 wins this year, finish
That would be
30
good
and
for them.
52,
Yeah,
that
I
would
honestly
that
think
would
so too.
that would be good for them. So at least they're on some type of path now.
Yeah. My team that is exceeding expectations and my team underperforming, the Mavericks and Pacers. The Mavericks, they've looked pretty good so far, and I think
Luka
that
is
Euro
a
duo
monster. Hell
between
yeah.
Luka and Kristaps, they're looking damn good so
New
far.
York Knicks, you traded Kristaps Porzingis to sign Bobby Portis, Taj Gibson, whoever else.
I know,
Okay,
such
but
a
can we
waste.
talk about how the Mavs won? I think it was last night. They won against Denver at home.
in
Or-
Denver.
In Denver's home, right?
Yeah.
That's insane. That's
I
insane.
didn't think. Obviously, it's the first week, but I think with the way the Mavs are playing, they can easily get like a 7.
Yeah, no, yeah. I mean,
Luka's just looked so good.
like
Luka's a
they
monster.
they could take the Warriors spot in that 7 to 8 spot.
Yeah.
The Spurs are actually, I think they're undefeated too, 3-0 start of the season, but I think
Just stop
yeah.
talking. Let's just let it go by.
Yeah, it's just a car.
Just edit it out.
Yeah, yeah.
You don't want to cut it to like just.
What do you mean?
Never mind.
I forgot to mention this, but it's like way back. I was pretty surprised. Kawhi has the 3rd most assists so far to start the NBA season. He's averaging 7.5.
That's
I
not.
saw
No,
that.
it's not. He's not third.
Yeah, he's 3rd like total. Like he has the 3rd most assists in the NBA. LeBron's first. I don't know who's second.
Like total.
Yeah,
or-
total, not
okay,
per
okay,
game,
not
like total.
average. Okay.
Like total.
Am I
Yeah.
cutting this part out? Because of the truck.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah.
I thought that's.
So where were you?
Oh, I was talking about how the Mavericks
okay,
could
just continue.
just like technical difficulties.
I'll just tell you one. All right, go.
So yeah, if the Warriors do fall out, I do think the Mavs will be the team that takes that spot. And
Yeah.
like you said, the Euro duo, Luka's a monster. He's just good. He's amazing.
No, there's no explaining it. Luka Doncic is
Luka's
just
a
so good.
monster.
He's made a huge leap this year.
Yeah. I was looking at Kristaps and Luka's stats. They're both in the top 10 in scoring right now. Kristaps is tied for 10th and Kristaps is tied for 10th and Luka is tied for 5th.
Kristaps has been a plus for my fantasy squad.
Yeah.
And
I mean,
Luka
they're both shooting the ball well.
Yeah.
Kristaps is 41% from beyond the arc. That's
Yeah.
crazy for
And
a
the Mavericks,
7-footer.
yeah.
7'3".
I mean, and the Mavericks are still, obviously, they're still like far and away from a championship team, but
Oh yeah, no.
I mean,
definitely.
they got the duo right now. If they could just continue building for the next 3 to 5 years, add more players, I mean that team could be.
I mean,
one of-
Kristaps and Luka they're the duo of tomorrow.
Yeah.
Give it 3 to 4 years.
If you can put a few more bench pieces around them and role players,
Yeah, I know we
they
say.
could get right back to that Dirk championship team.
Yeah, no, and how we mentioned, like we mentioned in the last podcast, the Pelicans probably have the like the most potential for a young core, but I think
Yeah.
Luka and Porzingis is by far the best like young duo
Oh, definitely.
for sure.
Yeah, 100%. I mean,
Like I can't think of anyone else. I mean,
Ben and Joel.
I
Are
mean,
I
they
guess-
young though?
yeah, no, I don't know.
They're not even like the Mavs aren't even at this point. They're not potential. Like they're living up.
Yeah,
to,
that's what I'm saying. Like in the
Yeah,
next
the
like
Pelicans
The
still have
Mavs,
the
no,
most,
the duo's living up to the potential. The team isn't.
well,
I think
the
they need-
Mavericks,
or I
they're
don't-
3-1.
Yeah, but I'm saying like, okay, they're living up to their potential, but they need more pieces.
Yeah,
if they're gonna make
definitely.
a deep run in the playoffs.
Yeah, I'm trying to think. Like their 3rd best player, like Seth Curry right now. I'm just trying to think.
Maybe JJ Barea,
No, no.
Boban.
Yeah, but
Yeah,
that's
Boban.
Boban. No, but yeah, they're not very they don't have a very good squad around them. But
Yeah.
I mean, if you ask a lot of GMs, I'll let you start your team with Luka and Kristaps. That's a W.
Yeah, it is.
The Mavericks, they recovered well post Dirk.
I think
Yeah.
that's such an interesting choice though that they chose Luka, who's going into his 2nd year to be a person to build their team around.
Yeah, I thought that was a bit like premature, but I mean,
I think I totally agree with it. Now.
yeah,
I don't know.
like-
I don't know about the second, because I mean, he's still.
I would have
There's
built
just,
my
like-
team around Luca last year.
I don't know about that, but
I mean, if I
like, if you
knew
want-
that
if
he
you
was gonna be
yeah,
this good,
I think Luca's the perfect person to build that team around.
yeah.
On the other hand, the Pacers suck. They
Do
are
they?
0-3. They're dead last in the Eastern Conference right now. I'd say an interesting stat I found is they're second to last in the East and 27th overall in the NBA in points per game, and they're only scoring 101. Like, you're not going to get wins.
Who the hell is scoring less than 100 points in today's NBA?
I think it was the Magic, the Heat, not the Heat, the Magic,
I don't know, but
There are a couple other teams, but yeah, 101 points per game is not gonna win you basketball games in today's NBA.
no.
I think the couple bright spots on their team have definitely been Sabonis and Brogdon, but
Sabonis
besides
is
that,
that
I think
guy.
the Pacers are really missing Oladipo right now.
No, definitely they are. Brogdon has been nice for them
Brogdon's
so
been
far.
very good.
He's been getting double-doubles in the points, assists, Sabonis.
Yeah.
Which is not
No, it's-
of
yeah.
Brogdon.
Yeah.
I don't know if it's not
Yeah,
unusual because
Brogdon's never really been like a stat guy. He's more just been like an
yeah, he's
efficient
more of like
player.
he wouldn't get. I mean, I'm personally not that surprised. Just like it is his first time like running an offense as a starting
Yeah.
point guard, and when he was on the Bucks, he didn't get like monster stats like that. But like
But that's
his
'cause
stats would,
Giannis-
yeah. But
like,
Brogdon's
the
stats
third
would be
option.
in like different categories. They wouldn't be like as high, like 20 points, 10 assists. But he was in that. He was like a very just all around player, and they need Oladipo back for sure.
Yeah, they definitely they're missing Oladipo a lot. I don't really know how to explain what's going on. I feel like they just need Oladipo back. All right, so now I want you guys to give me one player exceeding expectations and one player underperforming.
Will do.
Not including rookies, because we'll get into that next.
Okay.
Alex, I'll start with you this time when you're ready.
My NBA player that's exceeding my expectations is Brandon Ingram. I mean, the Pelicans are 0-4, but Ingram's been balling. He's averaging 27.3 points per game, 9.5 rebounds, 5 assists, shooting 50% from the field and the three. His free throw percentage is a little low at 73%, but I mean, Max will vouch for this. I was never that big of an Ingram guy. I don't know. I just didn't see it in him, but far.
Let me explain. No one was an Ingram guy.
Yeah.
I was the only Ingram guy.
Yeah, I don't know. I just wasn't that high on him, but so far to the Pelicans are 0-4, but so far to the start of the season, Ingram has been playing a lot
For Ingram
better.
to reach his potential, he definitely needed to leave the Lakers.
Yeah, but I think I didn't.
But Ingram,
If you told me Ingram was averaging 27, 9.5, and 5 assists to start the season, I probably wouldn't have believed you.
Yeah.
I think he's had a good start to the year. The Pelicans not so good,
I
but
think he's always like kind of had those expectations though, because everyone was saying like, "Oh, he's the next like Kevin Durant. He's built the same." Blah
Yeah.
blah
no,
blah.
they play completely different. But I've always seen that in Brandon Ingram, especially towards the end of last season with the Lakers.
yeah, he was
LeBron,
balling.
He was
at the
he
end.
was averaging
He was
numbers
balling.
close to.
Yeah,
I
he
think
was.
He had something higher than 20. He had close to 9 rebounds, I believe.
Yeah.
I just remember he was doing very well, and I was wondering like, is no one paying attention to this? Like, I'm the only one that's.
No, he was playing good at the end of the year, but yeah,
I just kind of
he has the
I felt like
stats.
it was just garbage time for the rest of the season. I thought I don't know. I didn't really put any mind to it.
Yeah, I could see that. I mean,
But
yeah. And
I mean,
then
props to him.
I
He's
think
been
it was
playing really
garbage
well.
time once he went out with that blood clot. Like once he went out and Lonzo was out for the rest of the season, that was
Yeah.
it. But
yeah.
up until that point, from like All-Star Weekend up until that point, Brandon Ingram was doing very well.
All right.
Yeah.
Should I say the
Oh,
Not
yeah,
meeting?
you're-
Ben Simmons is not meeting my expectations to the start of the year. This summer, all I heard about and all I saw was about how he has a new and improved jumper. It's what's gonna leap the Sixers
and
to
he
that
hasn't made a damn
championship
three
run.
yet.
He hasn't attempted a 3 yet. He's averaging 16.7 points, 6 rebounds, and 8.3 assists, which
It's
is
pretty
solid.
solid, yeah.
No, it's solid, obviously, but where's the improvement in his game? He's shooting 55% from the field. A lot of that comes from inside. He's shooting 40. I know you know this because he was on your fantasy team.
Yeah, I traded.
Shooting,
him.
yeah, he's shooting 42.9% from the free throw line. Yeah, it's it's not very, and there's no improvement. Last season he averaged 16.9 points, 7.7 assists. The assists did jump up, but overall his
I mean,
game,
barely though.
yeah, barely. Like
Like he has another assist per game. So what?
I know, yeah, it's
And his rebounds are down too.
his rebounds are down, and he just I at least expected him to attempt a three at some point. He's played 3
Oh, God,
games
I
and he hasn't
know,
attempted.
I
Like-
think it's more like he's just not living up to the hype.
I-
It's not like he's bad. It's just
No, he's not bad, but I mean, after all this,
I think he's definitely underperforming.
yeah.
yeah, I
Ben
mean,
Simmons can shoot a 3. I mean, he shot one in preseason.
my guy,
and
if
he made
if
it.
Ben,
I don't even know.
yeah, I don't know why he just doesn't shoot though. It's so weird. Like, just shoot it if you're open, launch it,
And
go
they're
ahead.
gonna leave you open.
go
Yeah,
ahead.
of course they're gonna leave him open.
Yeah, I mean,
don't know.
if this guy gets a jump shot, then he's gonna be a real deal. But
Once he gets a jump shot and knows how to make a goddamn
Yeah.
free throw.
yeah, no, but
You're in
so
the NBA
far,
and you're shooting 40%. There are people that shoot 3-pointers better than that.
DeAndre
What?
Jordan shot better from the free throw line, I believe, in his heyday. But I mean,
God, I know.
Simmons, the stats are there, but the improvement year to year has not been there. And going into his third season or fourth season,
Third season.
third season,
Isn't he on a max too?
yes, he is. Adam Silver,
Um,
why are players eligible for maxes?
And
Wait,
he's-
he's not on a max yet.
He
though.
is.
Didn't he
5
just get
year,
a contract
170.
extension?
Yeah, 5-year, 170.
When does that kick in?
I think after this season.
Oh,
well, either
well,
way, he got the extension.
Yeah, he's got
the max,
He's
yeah.
not-
No, yeah,
It doesn't
yeah.
seem like he's improving to be a max.
Yeah.
player.
Because isn't
He's
it
very good.
Isn't
No-
it like
No, yeah.
4 years before they're eligible for like their second contract or whatever?
Well, I mean, he's played through his rookie deal, so he got the extension. He was drafted in 2014?
20.
No, that's way too early. 2016.
He
I
was
think
part
it's
of Jason
2016.
Tatum, Kuzma.
No,
Mon-
no,
like
he was
that-
part of Ingram.
No, I know, but his rookie year was like that draft.
Oh,
class
yeah,
because
yeah.
He was injured. his
Yeah,
first
so
year.
he's
was-
drafted 2016.
That was 2016.
Yeah, and the
Yeah,
I don't know. Again, Max said it's solid stats, but the improvement has not been there.
yeah. What about you, Max? I saw.
We have a very similar player.
I think we have
For,
the
uh,
same
for-
player that's exceeding expectations.
exceeding-
SGA baby.
Shai
Gilgeous-
has looked
Shay.
great.
Right.
Shay.
So Alex and
Shay,
I are kind
whatever.
of going back and forth right now because we're admitting that we both been sleeping on somebody who's been on
Me sleeping on
our-
Shay?
No, you were sleeping on Ingram.
Oh,
And then I was
okay.
sleeping
Yeah.
on Shea, and they were on both of our teams. And they got
Shay,
traded.
Clipper Nation still loves you.
Whatever. But who cares? No,
Obviously,
but Shea's
I
been
do.
putting up stellar numbers. He's up 13, almost 14 points from where he was last season. I mean, obviously in less games, but like from
Yeah,
10,
still.
from 11 points to like 24 points. His
And this is
rebounds are
with Chris
way up.
Paul starting too. So
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
And
I don't think Chris
I
Paul's
knew-
doing that bad with their.
no, he's
Thunder
not doing
as
bad.
a
But I'm
leader
just
so
saying,
far.
if Shea was the main point guard, his stats might be even more inflated right now.
Yeah.
Yeah, but like.
No,
the
he's still
only- The
solid.
only
Yeah.
stat I see of his that's like not so good is free throws. He's only shooting.
I was
he's shooting
just about
under-
to say that. Yeah, he's shooting 68.2% from free throw, but
Right.
Huh.
besides that, his numbers look great so far.
They look, amazing. I knew he was going to be taking a bigger role in Oklahoma City, but I didn't think it was going to be like this. It shattered my expectations, and he's on my fantasy team. So like,
Give me Shea.
no,
Yeah, give me Shea. Why do you have him?
no,
Damn.
hey.
You sent me my journal and then said, "Give me Tobias as your subject." And what about your player underperforming?
Aaron Gordon.
I can
Yep.
attest to
I
that.
mean,
100%.
I can so like
You
I was
contest
so
that?
close.
No, I said I agree
Oh,
because
okay,
because he's on my fantasy team and I've
You
been
concur.
I concur.
Yeah. Well, he is. I was so close to just putting the Magic in general, but just to choose one player of the Magic that kind of like summarizes this whole thing is Aaron Gordon. He's averaging 9 less points, 3 less rebounds, same assists, so I'll give him that. He is averaging 1 more steal, but I mean his shooting percentage this season is 29.2%.
Yeah,
Which is what you said Jason Tatum was shooting that from just the inside the arc, but Aaron Gordon is shooting that from everywhere.
it has not
Yeah.
been a good start for Aaron Gordon and the Magic. I believe. I think they're 1-2 or 1-3.
Yeah, 1 and 3, I think so far. But
Yeah,
yeah,
the
Jason
Magic are not
Tatum
doing
has
well.
been shooting great from 3-point. He's at over 45%. But yeah, Aaron Gordon is
Aaron
struggling.
Gordon is doing very bad. I mean, it's the first week.
Yeah.
Don't overreact. I think he'll
Well,
bounce back,
exactly.
but
It is the first week. We're not
And people-
overreacting.
People
We're just
always
talking.
have off years. Like, I don't think people understand
that
enough in
would
sports.
be a bad off year though.
I know, but everyone has bad. I mean, look at Jared Goff for the Rams. He was been okay. He's been good the past couple weeks, but before that, I mean,
Hey, man.
he's terrible.
Sean McVay, baby.
Yeah.
Hey, he made him look like a beast. So
Yeah, but Sean McVay's still there, so what's wrong with Jared Goff?
I don't know.
Anyways,
Defenses.
we're
I
not
guess.
talking about
what?
football.
Is that a football jersey?
Anyways, I had the same person exceeding my expectations. Max explained everything. So my player underperforming, Bradley Beal. And
Ooh.
What are
I
his-
think what people... So he's already down like 5 points from last year. Pretty sure he has more rebounds. He's up like 2 assists per game, which is solid.
Hopefully he
but
didn't get the bag and dip.
He is shooting 30% from the field, 23% from
from three.
three, 71 from the free throw. 71 isn't terrible, but that's not good. That's getting close to
Nah,
60s.
that's bad for someone who's supposed to be an elite shooter.
I mean, 30% from the field, and the Wizards are like 1-2 right now. I
They're
didn't
1 and
expect them
2.
to be good, but like,
Yeah.
Beal, work on your shooting, dude. What happened?
I'd
Yeah.
like to contest it, actually.
Mm.
I mean, I agree. Bradley Beal's been underwhelming, but I don't think he's been super underwhelming. I mean, the scoring has taken a huge.
I think
dip.
that's my biggest problem with him is the scoring right now.
But his
Yeah.
rebounds and assists are up. His
Yeah.
steals are about the same.
I could see why Ethan I probably would just have put Bradley Beal just because he is like that all-star level.
Yeah.
But I mean, he just got
Compared to what he was doing last year.
and he just got a big contract, so
Yeah, he just got a contract extension. We talked about that last week. But just his shooting is just so bad right now.
yeah.
Yeah.
And
Okay.
if you're supposed to be that perennial all-star on the team, especially with John Wall, you can't be shooting like that.
Did you guys see John Wall's workout videos?
No.
No, I didn't.
He's looking fast. Surprisingly, yeah, I thought he was.
John Wall's always been fast.
Yeah, but I'm saying he's coming off an Achilles
Yeah,
injury.
he's-
He's looking
yeah.
good.
Career ending.
No, yeah, I know.
Doesn't
Yeah.
look like he's ending his career.
All right, so let's get into the rookies. I honestly, nah.
Are we writing
never
on
mind.
the?
Yeah, let's just write them down.
Okay.
Wait, see
Who?
what
Which
you
rookie
guys
are we
think.
doing first? Exceeding or?
Just write them.
Oh,
down.
both. Right.
I hope you guys don't write the same one that I do.
What for your best one?
I think we're all gonna write the same person.
I hope not. Yep. Shoot. Who?
God,
Yes.
we all put Kendrick Nunn.
Kendrick Nunn.
Kendrick
is
Nunn.
Dude, when I got the notification that Kendrick Nunn dropped 40 points in the preseason,
Fantasy team. Pick
I was
of the
like,
week.
I was like, what the hell? Who is
I had
this?
to check twice.
You
I
didn't
checked
even know his
twice on-
position. I didn't know who he was. But
You know what's
shout
weird?
out
I didn't
Kendrick
know
Nunn.
he was- like, why isn't Dragic starting?
Well, because I mean,
Kendrick Nunn's
kicking
here.
them. He's averaging 21, 2.5 rebounds, 3.3 assists,
Kendrick, if you ever want to come on the podcast, just let me know. I'll gladly have you on.
48% from the field,
He's averaging
44%.
Almost 2 steals a game.
Bro,
Yeah.
It's really good.
He's shooting 44% from his free throw is 100 right now.
yeah,
Well, sample size.
yeah,
But
Sam.
Still,
But I mean, for
I mean, we're talking about the first week. Give
We're-
him credit for it.
and we're also talking about an undrafted free agent. So I mean, I would have been surprised if none of you guys had Kendrick Nunn
Kendrick
as
Nunn, we are
exceeding.
fans of you.
Yes.
That is insane.
Ever since I got that notification, I've been just kind of like peeping at his stats here and there just to see what's going on.
I was looking, I can't remember who I dropped. I think I dropped DeAndre Jordan because I was like, man, DeAndre Jordan's not really that good.
Yeah.
And I needed a guard. And
Shout
I
out
looked
DJ.
and I saw Kendrick Nunn, 24, 22, 25. I was like, oh, damn. I was like, I'll pick this guy up. He's look good. So, yeah, I have
That's
Kendrick Nunn on my
insane.
fantasy team.
He's starting over Tyler Hero.
Yeah,
Kendrick Nunn's been so good.
I wasn't gonna say like for the rookie exceeding expectations. I mean, Tyler Hero's been a beast, but I mean, Kendrick Nunn might be the best rookie on Miami
Kendrick
right now.
Nunn, for his value, has been playing
Yeah.
the best basketball as a rookie.
Yeah, of course.
Oh,
I mean, he's
man.
going to be in maybe Rookie of the Year conversations.
No, if he
Could be.
keeps it up, he could.
Yeah.
Actually,
He
I
could be
don't.
in the discussion.
wait.
but
Yeah.
Obviously, things
He
Zion's
could,
still
but
gonna win,
let's get back to reality because that was without Jimmy Butler. Jimmy's coming back. He's probably gonna take them
No, but
shots
he
He
minutes
still
away.
looks solid yesterday.
Yeah, no,
he
he'll still.
outscored Jimmy Butler yesterday.
No, he
Did
didn't.
he know?
Jimmy Butler had 21. Nunn had 17. But
He would know because family. Yeah.
yeah.
Bottom line,
Tyler
Kendrick
Hero
Nunn.
did really well
yeah.
last night for that.
Bottom line, Kendrick Nunn for an undrafted free agent, balling. I mean, I don't see why anyone would dislike this right now. This is dope.
Yeah, this is awesome.
This is awesome.
You're right, actually. I got that wrong.
Yeah.
I thought it was the other way around.
So I would
No, but
say
still.
my player underperforming.
I'm with you, right?
Cam Reddish, you suck.
Cam Reddish.
I said Cam Reddish was a bust. He's playing like a bust. I mean, Cam Reddish.
Damn, I said he was above. I'm not gonna be that mean about it.
Cam Reddish is shooting below 22% from the field.
He's shooting
He's
21.9%
shooting
from.
0% from beyond the arc.
He's supposed to be. This is why when I put him as a bust in the episode, when I put him as a bust,
week.
yeah, or because he was supposed to be that 3-and-D guy at Duke, and he's not hitting threes. I'm not going to talk about his defense because I don't watch Hawks games like that, but
Yeah.
he has been in
No
a
one
yeah.
watches Hawks game
No one
unless you live
except
in
like
Atlanta.
the Migos
Yeah.
watches Hawks
And
games
2
like
Chainz.
But I mean, yeah, but just looking at the field goal percentage, highly inefficient. 4.3 points on 21% shooting, 0% from the three.
Yeah.
Shooting the same as Ben Simmons from three when he's supposed
are
to be a
lottery
3-point
numbers.
shooter.
His only good stats are his 1.8 steals per game, and I'll give him 75% from free throw. That's fine. 3 or 4. I'll
Yeah,
take
for
that.
a rook.
Give him credit. The 1.8 that's a really good amount.
Yeah, the steals is
Yeah.
good, but
He's doing
nothing else is good.
He's doing the defense part good so far, but I mean, he wasn't hitting threes at Duke with Zion and RJ as his teammates getting all the attention. He's not hitting threes with Trae Young getting all the attention. Like
Yeah.
he's supposed to be there. And again, the Hawks traded Luka for Trae Young and Cam Reddish. Bad Hawks.
Man, that's tough. But yeah, Cam Reddish
So
looking like a bust so far. Max, what about you? Because
My
I know
bust-
Alex had the same one.
yeah. So my bust was just because I didn't really know what to pick, and I didn't want to pick the same one as you guys.
Can you imagine
pick
if
my,
we all had the same person overperforming?
Kendrick
the same
Nunn is
person?
fine. That's fine.
Yeah, Kendrick Nunn fan club.
Mine is my sleeper.
Yeah,
Brandon
your
Clark.
sleeper.
And here's the thing:
Ooh.
he's not even doing that badly.
I don't
just
think
thought
he
he
was
would.
doing that
No,
bad.
he's not doing that badly. I just thought he would be doing better. I thought he would be close to a double machine.
At least
He's
he's
getting 10.5 points per game, 5 rebounds. That's fine. The 1.5 blocks, that's really good. I just thought he'd be doing a little more. And, I'm being a little too harsh by putting him in this category of.
yeah. At least your
disappointing
sleeper is
rookies.
getting minutes.
Yeah, exactly. But he just needs more minutes, more time to develop. But overall, he's whatever. He's doing
Yeah.
fine.
All right, so
I thought those were some pretty
I would
decent
say
stats.
for this
but-
first week, there's probably been big 3 storylines. So we're gonna start with Mike Conley, because Mike Conley has been garbage, and I don't think there's any other way to describe the way he's played so far.
No, there's not, but I'm not looking that into it. I mean, he has looked awful. We call it what it is. He's not shooting well,
Nope,
but
he's not doing anything well.
no, that's right. He's not doing.
He's really not doing anything.
He's not
well,
doing much well, but I'm not.
besides free throw
Yeah, I'm not
percentage.
gonna go crazy about that. I highly doubt that he will be this bad the whole year.
Yeah, it's a
Yeah, I
fluke.
know.
It's I even wrote that it's a fluke. It'll be over.
It's a fluke. He's
Yeah.
with a new team. I think they'll figure it
This
out.
is
I
his
still
first
think
new
the
team.
I think the Jazz are still gonna be the top-notch team. So
Yeah.
I'm not
But
thinking too much about
He
it.
needs to pick up. He needs to pick up his slack though. If the Jazz are. gonna
That's
do
true. He needs to
anything.
pick it up in the West. They can't be losing.
You can't make mistakes. in
I
the
swear
West.
to God, the Clippers are playing the Jazz tonight. Kawhi's out with load management. Today's the game. Mike Conley's about to go crazy for 30 points and
Kawhi's
10
load
assists.
management tonight.
Yeah.
No, but I mean, let's get into stats a little bit. Mike Conley is averaging. Last season he was averaging 21 points. This season he's averaging barely 8 points. Not even eight points. Again, 4 games, but still, his assists are down, rebounds are down. He has almost one more turnover per game and is shooting 20% from the field.
That's
And
bad.
3%, or not 3%, 15% from 3-point.
Yeah, the Jazz need to pick it up. I mean, if they're going to drop games because Mike Conley's not showing up, that could bite them towards the end of the season.
I think, but
I think
Mike
he'll pick
Conley
it up. He's a
is
pro.
I think he'll be
skilled veteran.
fine.
Yeah, he's a
If he
professional.
averaged 21 and 6 assists last season, I think there shouldn't be a huge drop off.
I definitely don't think it's a Mike Conley's washed up and done deal. He'll figure it out.
I get that. I will say one person that's definitely playing the exact opposite as Mike Conley is Trae Young. Now, he got injured yesterday. A report came out today, said that Trae won't need an MRI on his ankle. He's day-to-day, but he could be back as soon as next week. But, I mean, what are your guys' thoughts on him so far, and how far do you think the Hawks can go if Trae keeps playing like this? Max, start with you.
Trae is playing amazing. I didn't even think he was going to be playing this well this early into his career. But, there's that whole story about Team USA and how he was on the junior team and he was they played the senior team and Trae was smoking them. Trae looks great. I still don't think they'll make the playoffs. I don't even think they'll come close to the playoffs.
What about you, Alex?
Yeah, I'd have to agree. I mean, Trae Young, he's obviously putting up the stats. He's had a couple 30-plus points games already, pretty sure.
He had like 30. He had like 38,
He had 38,
7
yeah.
and 9, and then like 38, 8 and 9 his first
Yeah.
He's had
games.
2 really
I mean,
high scoring
yeah,
games.
he gets the stats for sure. He's a good passer. Obviously, he doesn't think about defense, but we're not going to get into that. He's still playing well.
Yeah.
And like Max said, Trae Young's talented. I didn't expect him to be this much of a scorer at this point in his career, especially for his size too, because I mean he is kind of small.
Yeah.
I don't think the Hawks they don't have enough. I don't even think they could get close to a 9th or 10th seed right now. Maybe.
No,
I'm trying to.
They're like
especially
a
with
12 seed right
the
now.
Bulls.
Yeah.
The Bulls are.
The Bulls have looked
much
pretty
higher.
ugly.
Yeah,
so far,
the Bulls
but-
have looked a little slow, but I think they'll pick
The
it
Bulls
up.
they're gonna place higher than the Hawks, I believe.
Probably.
Yeah. Trae Young, the only thing that concerns me is 5 turnovers per game. That's really bad.
Yeah. He does get a lot of assists, but he is reckless.
Yeah,
the
I'm
ball.
not gonna take that away. He's
Also-
looked great so far.
His usage rate is really high. I mean, who else on that Hawks
Yeah.
team is really that?
No, yeah, and that's
Trae
why
Young's
since
definitely
he's
the best player on that.
with
Hawks
him,
team right
yeah, with no question he's the best, and with him being out and for the 2 weeks, that'll hurt the Hawks. I'm trying to think now, who's gonna be their guy that picks up the pace.
Maybe Cam
John,
Reddish.
John Collins, go ahead, go off.
Oh yeah, John Collins.
Yeah, he's good.
The last
he's good.
person, DeAndre Ayton, got suspended 25 games for the use of a diuretic drug. I don't know exactly what drug, but I researched it, and it says, often called water pills, diuretics increase the amount of water and salt expelled from the body as urine. They are typically used to lower blood pressure, are known to help prevent or treat heart and liver failure, and can result in rapid weight loss. But because they increase urination, they are also ideal masking agents for other drugs.
Yeah, he's trying
Other
to cover.
drugs like performance enhancers.
Welcome to the
performance
science
enhancers.
show.
He's trying to cover something.
But for someone like Ayton, given his age and body type, he would have little need for a diuretic. And I just want to ask you guys, do you think he took this on purpose or no?
Man,
It's
so
I don't.
tough.
I,
It's
I
so
don't.
tough.
I don't want to get into that. But when athletes say they're like, "Oh, I didn't know what I ate was tainted,"
no,
you
gotta
sure?
know.
You're an athlete. You got to know what you're putting in your body. You don't just say, "Yeah, okay, I'll take this,"
Yeah.
without thinking about it. And y'all heard what Charles Barkley said, right?
What do you,
He was like, "Aiden and the Suns look good on opening night," so
Oh, they had to drug test
Yeah,
him?
they had to drug test.
yeah, I saw that. That was so funny.
No, yeah, I'm not gonna call Aiden out for anything, but I do think athletes know when they say, "Oh, I didn't know it was tainted."
Yeah, and I obviously have no say in this, but just looking at this from a fan's perspective, someone who keeps up with the NBA, it's just there's something that doesn't seem right in the story from both sides. And I think it's interesting noting that the Players Association is trying
appeal.
hard to rescind his suspension.
At least bring it to 10 games. I read.
Yeah, exactly. So
Oh,
that's,
really?
Yeah.
I didn't see that.
But I mean, Ethan did say the main point. Somebody like Aiden wouldn't need to take a diuretic.
Yeah.
I
I
was
don't
just
know.
trying to cover
I
up
don't
someone.
know. No one really knows what happened. They did crack.
This isn't crack, but okay.
The Suns being 2-on-2. That's Okay.
I was just kidding.
Okay.
No, I don't think Aiden's doing that. But
Never mind.
no, yeah, no. Like you gotta.
First Anthony Davis locker room. Now this.
You do have to question though.
Every week there's gonna be one part of our show where we just get Wade.
I say some weird.
Yeah, Max specifically says something.
No, but I think it's interesting to just pay attention to why the Players Association is trying to do this. We don't really know why. It's just that they're doing all the stories out there. It's just that they're doing this.
Yeah.
So I mean, only time will tell.
And maybe he did get something. I don't know. Maybe the trainer gave him something. He was like, okay, I'll take it. I won't question it. No problem.
All right, let's get into the final part of our show with our signature segment, Cap or No Cap. I got 3 questions for you guys today, so I'll start with this first one. I talked to you guys a little bit about it already. I've seen some rumors about Devin Booker to the 76ers. So I'm just going to say Devin Booker will be traded to the 76ers this season, cap or no cap.
Big cap for me.
Yeah,
Big,
that's
big,
cap.
big, big cap.
I don't care about the rumors, but
Yeah,
they
and-
were saying trading Tobias.
No,
or Ben
and
Simmons.
that's why I say big cap. The Sixers aren't gonna trade Ben Simmons. I don't think they will.
Oh no,
And
they
for
would
the
definitely choose to trade Tobias
and
over Ben Simmons.
and that's the next point. They're not gonna trade They're not gonna trade Ben Simmons for Booker. And then the Suns are gonna want Tobias. You're solid. But as good as Tobias is, I mean
Devin Booker's better.
that's just not value for
Yeah,
Devin.
Booker's
Well,
a lot better.
Devin Booker's like 24, 25. He's already he's probably better than Tobias right now, and he's like 5-6 years younger. Like Tobias is not good value for Devin Booker.
Yeah,
And
I don't think it'll happen.
No.
I think Devin Booker actually likes being in Phoenix.
Yeah, there's something weird. Like he wants to
He's
stay.
weird.
He's weird for wanting to stay in Phoenix. It's a low market team. They suck.
Hey, I mean, some guys like to put up big stats.
Yeah.
He was pretty pumped to score 70 points after the loss. I'd be too, but I mean, maybe that's just him.
I guess.
Yeah, but I think
Stats,
I don't think the Suns want to trade him. He's a big money maker for them. He's like their only money maker for them. But and Devin Booker does seem like he's happy.
And he just signed a 5-year recently, so
Yeah, exactly. He also signed that huge extension.
yeah.
Yeah, I agree. So the next question is, we were talking about him a little bit earlier because of opening night. Cap or no cap, Pascal Siakam will be in the MVP conversation by the end of the season.
Cap.
No cap. That's a
I'm going
cap.
cap. That's a cap.
I
That's
think
a cap.
Pascal Siakam is going to be so good, and I really think he can keep this up. Like I don't see why not. He's the number 1 scoring option for the Raptors. I mean,
I don't know if he'll put up the 30+ points the
The
rest of the
18
season.
rebounds.
well, yeah, I'm not saying put up the
Yeah, I
numbers,
got-
but I think he's gonna.
I think he'll come back down to earth low. I think he'll average in like the 22 to 25 range for the season. And also with MVP, you have to ask how good is this team going to be. I don't think he'll probably be a top 5 candidate in my opinion by the end of the year.
I think Pascal can definitely like
The talent's
him
there.
by himself. Yeah, the talent's there, but it's just like it's the team. Like, is the team that special that Pascal Siakam is going to be noticed like that? Like,
I
just
think
think
I
they're
think
the
I
defending
think
champs.
I think people
right,
notice
but they're
Pat.
not even.
I think people notice Siakam, but I don't know. Just in my opinion, I don't think the Raptors are going to be good enough for him to get the MVP consideration, and I also don't think he'll keep putting up crazy monster stats.
Right.
I
and
mean,
he
but
doesn't-
props
they
to
don't
him
have
though.
The story, you know, Russell Westbrook was he got like they placed 6th seed when he was the MVP.
Yeah, it was
But
the,
he
the
averaged a triple double. That's the story.
and this was also KD left him.
Yeah, exactly. And Kawhi left. Eh,
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah,
No,
but
no,
no
no,
one,
but
no one
it-
feels as sorry though. No one
No,
really
but-
cares.
Pascal Siakam isn't gonna average.
Yeah,
a
well,
triple
Kawhi
double.
didn't like snake his team though.
Yeah, that's true. I mean, he
Like
told
people
Masai.
expected him to leave, and the Raptors fans don't even care. Like he literally said, "Did you see what Kawhi said?" He's like, "I think
said
people
in-
just like what I say."
But apparently, the text he sent to the team group chat was, "Yeah, I'm going home. We had a special season, guys."
That's so like
That's
so
so
Kawhi.
Kawhi.
I think it was Alex that called it though.
I mean,
and
how
which
can you hate
was-
him though? He came to the Raptors and got you your first
That-
ever
that's what I was-
They're
championship.
very grateful.
This is what
for
I'll
it.
say. If like Laker fans could be mad at him, like if Laker fans think they played him, like you could be mad at him. But Raptors, they have no reason to think
I'm
they
not mad
got
at
played.
Paul George. I'm not mad at Kawhi.
I still don't know.
I
This-
think it was cap that Paul George ever said he was a Clippers fan.
no, that's
I don't
actually.
believe that.
There's actually video of him on Jimmy Kimmel when he was on the Pacers saying he was a Clipper fan. I even told Max this like many times. I was like, Paul George grew up a Clipper
I
fan.
don't remember. I think I've tried really hard to suppress that.
I don't know. I
Anyway,
I don't know.
no, but Alex
No.
is the one that called it. That said that if Kawhi wins a championship in Toronto,
Right.
he's leaving.
We were just hooping. I said it'd be a lot easier for him to leave if he won a champ.
No, you said he would leave.
Okay. That's
I remember we were at Balboa Park.
No, Tarzana. We're with Popescu.
No.
He was.
Who's
Yeah.
Popesco? Is he
That's my cousin.
Oh.
Shout out him. He was draining
Oh
threes on
yeah,
Max.
yeah. He's played basketball with us before.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
was thinking of Aladdin.
no,
Oh,
no,
no, that's
no, but yeah. Hey. What were we on again? Oh yeah,
we're
Siakam.
talking about
Siakam. Yeah, we just wanted
We got
Kawhi.
so off track.
Yeah.
All right, so the last question is cap or no cap, the Pelicans were overrated coming into this year.
I'd say cap.
I'll put like a minor
Okay.
no cap on that.
Oh,
A minor
Yeah.
no cap.
I mean, I just put cap because I think Drew Holiday is an all-star level player.
He's been struggling though.
He has been
He's been
struggling.
out, too, though.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
I personally think Zion is that generational type of talent. I'm not saying he's gonna come in first season and make an MVP impact, but I do think that Zion's impact, his impact could have helped elevate them to that 8 seed at least.
Yeah, but for as much as we hyped up their young core, they're like 0-4 right now.
Yeah.
Yes, they don't. They
Yeah.
haven't been playing with Drew.
Yeah.
No Zion, but still, their young core is. I mean, Josh Hart's been playing very
Yeah.
well. Brandon Ingram's been.
They
playing very
okay,
well.
but
Lonzo's
they,
look solid.
yeah, they lost to the Rockets, the Raptors, and the Mavs. I don't think those are like outrageous.
The Rockets.
Yeah.
And they only lost by like 2.
Yeah, it's not like they've been getting blown out the water in these games.
But if they're gonna make
They've-
the playoffs, they need to
No,
beat
they're
teams
they're
like
not
that.
making the playoff. Once Zion went down, and with Drew Holiday being out, they're not
Oh, yeah,
making
no.
the playoffs.
When they come back, they'll definitely be.
They'll be a competitive team when they come back, but they're not making the playoffs this year.
All right, so I'm going to end the show on this. The Clippers play in Utah tonight. I want to get your guys' score predictions.
Score predictions. Ooh.
I think Utah. I think the Clippers will. Oh wait, Kawhi's not playing.
Well, load management.
Yeah. I don't know. It's up in the air. I think
Okay.
this one is definitely up in the air. I think the Clippers might edge it out over the Jazz. I don't think the Jazz will score 100.
That's what I was gonna. Even though Kawhi's out with load management, I think the Clippers will show up. Trez and Lou will do their thing. It'll be 105-97 is my score prediction.
For the Clippers over the Jazz?
Yes.
I would say like 103-98. So like somewhere, yeah.
Yeah, 105-97. Yeah.
I'm going to say 103-99.
Lou will 40-point
What are you
triple
just trying to,
double.
like just slightly differ from me? You can't just go along.
All right, also, the game has already started, but the Bucks are in Boston for tonight. Score predictions.
You want to go first on that?
Score predictions are always tough.
Yeah,
Can
no,
I just say who
they're hard.
wins? Yeah, but
Especially basketball is probably the hardest.
Yeah.
sport to, like, predict.
I'll roll with the Bucks. 110-98.
I'll go 115.
That sounds a lot worse than it really is.
Damn, by 17?
I don't know. 110-98 sounds a lot, but it's only
Oh
like
no
12.
no. Okay, 115 Bucks to Celtics like 105, 102.
I was thinking like 114 to 103 Bucks.
Okay.
Probably. I'll be realistic. I don't think the Celtics are good enough to beat the Bucks yet.
Yeah.
Is there anything else you guys want to add to it before we wrap it up? Probably just cut that part out because that didn't make sense.
If the Lakers are listening, defend the perimeter.
Okay, and
Just
I'll
defend like that's all you need to do is just
okay
go like
since
this.
since he
You
brought up the Lakers, this is what I'm gonna say. Apparently, from what I hear from Woj, Iguodala, if he's bought out, he's gonna decide between the Lakers and Clippers. If he,
Jesus
I'm just
Christ,
saying, I'm
man.
just saying, if
This has not gone down
if
well.
if Iguodala chooses the Clippers, that will be
It's a
bad.
Wrap. It's a wrap.
That would
I'm
be-
not watching basketball.
No, but
I'm
not even that. That would just be
Oh,
bad
come
for the
on.
Lakers. They need Iggy, and if he went to the Clippers, that
The
would be.
Clippers don't even need Iguodala. That's
We
kind
of do,
flex.
okay? We do.
No,
That-
you
no.
don't.
We need some veteran
No, you
leadership.
don't.
Screw
No,
it.
you don't.
That'll be a super team. Right
Everyone's
there.
a veteran
Listen,
on your team.
Finals
if we,
MVP.
now, if we have Paul George, Kawhi, and Iggy, we have someone that could guard LeBron for 48 minutes all night. So we need that, you know.
LeBron's
right.
not playing 48 minutes. Either
No,
way, Kawhi
no,
locks
but
up
I'm
LeBron.
saying all 48 minutes. Iguodala, Paul George, or Kawhi will be on the floor. One of them will be on the floor if they sign Iggy. So they have 3.
Screw it, sign me. I'll get in. I'll develop so much by May. You have no idea.
Iguodala, make
They
the
need
right
you before
decision.
that, then.
Well, no, they can make the playoffs without me. They just need me to be in the playoff. It doesn't matter. It was a joke. All right. It doesn't. The point is.
I like their
Go.
chances with you more than Vogel. You'd hold him accountable. Tell him to play some defense.
Wait, what?
Okay, never mind. All right, guys, that's a wrap for the show. Thanks for tuning in, and big shout out to AJ for directing the show, and I want to shout out Chris Cope for producing it. Be sure to follow us on Twitter at Contested Sports 1 and Instagram at Contested Sports for updates between the shows where you can chime in with your own opinions and thoughts. Look for our next podcast about a week from now, probably. Probably do another week.
Perhaps.
I want to thank Max and Alex again for joining me on this edition of the podcast. And remember, if there's anything you disagree with us on, go ahead and contest it. See you guys next time.